Alright, I've re-hit going live on YouTube, so hopefully it catches in the room that was created. Fingers crossed that it works. The internet tubes take it, hopefully. Green Mage Resire, thank you for the 26 months, my guy, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Battleizer, thank you. You know, if he reacts to this, he's gonna think your 8K tabs crash your computer. So, hey, at least he will believe you about that. That's true. He will believe it was the 8K tabs. Your mom's a New York Catholic. Let's fucking go to a church. Hey, you're back. I am back. We had a little crash. We had a little crinkly crasher. Alright, so apparently the YouTube room is working, so I'll go ahead and throw up the chat so I can lick my delicious YouTubers again, too. Alright, I see you! Blessings of the Omnissiah upon your PC, thank you. Thank you, YouTube chatters. We're back! I don't hate you! The scam train crashed everything. Hi, back. Nice to meet you. Please punch me between the shoulder blades to get rid of my pain. We get licked, YouTube chat. We're licking. Alright, everyone's back. Everyone's chilling. We're jamming. PC crashed out, so Kirsche didn't have to. True! Lesbians was where we left off. Let's see.
So that means you don't support psychopaths spreading hate towards Kirsche.
Okay, so it did save our place. Blessed be the tabs.
Spicy cat raid. What the hell is this spicy cat raid?
Coco Loco! Perfect timing. I just came back from a computer crash. What a perfect day. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Black Star Bear, thank you for the prune. Tristan Blaze, thank you for the 9 months. Please enjoy a placenta milkshake to help you cool off. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Dre CL, thank you for the 2 fucking years. 2 years and still not gay. You're fucking jamming, brother. Ham the Third, thank you. The pewter needs love. I need someone who loves machines to rub the computer. Agent Strawman, thank you. Dono slowed down and the stream died. You see what's going on here, woman? No! No! A Slendy Enderman, thank you. Odd how this happens more and more. The Munya shall not be silenced. Munya! My fellow honorable chatters. I refreshed. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, the, like, top bar that shows the, like, top gifters on Kick. It was fucking, like, scrolling at Mach speed. That was scary. Even Hawkin Freres, thank you. Chat gifted so many memberships it crashed the stream. Unironically? Probably. Actually. She's leveled up her fandom. Keep donating to keep the stream alive. God damn it. Alright, we're gonna finish this! I believe in us!
Spreading hate too far from what she's doing.
I need
reaching levels that Griff never seen before.
Yeah,
Common
give me
sense
that
is hate
volume!
in 2026. Christian's just on the right side of the political spectrum and Twitter hates it. Yeah, it does kind of seem like the VTubing series especially does not like people who have like that lean very hardcore right. Like I said,
wouldn't even say I'm hardcore, man. I still want peaceful
I'm on a weird side. I've talked
solutions.
this on my Twitch stream before. I definitely, like I said, I'm a generic white dude. So while
literally,
I do probably have I'm always very
literally this guy does not know anything about politics. If he thinks saying he's a generic white dude will save him from anything. If anything, you've basically just said the equivalent of I'm a white supremacist who wants to kill everyone who's not white. That is what I'm a generic white dude means to these insane people.
fiscal. I'm very fiscally Republican, I would probably say. Like I've opened this and said this on my Twitch stream before. It's not a big deal. But very socially, there's a lot of democratic policies that I actually usually prefer, and that's like a whole separate video for a separate thing. That's why I kind of go both ends. Like I've always said this before, I have like lesbian aunts I've grew up with, I love and adore. Grew up with moms. I not moms. I have a nice lovely mom who's always worked really hard. 2 sisters. I have 1 sister that traveled the world. 1 sister that has like kids. I got a little bit of everything. You know, at the end of the day, I got a little bit of everything.
What? Once again, they don't fucking care. I literally had to grow up in, like, bad neighborhoods with a shitty mother who dated a neo-Nazi. And my bad experience with them and my denouncing neo-Nazis does not matter to these people. They still make shit up about me, and they are gonna make shit up about you.
So, my politics and my side, it depends. It really depends on the issue, depends on the problems, and really depends on the person. But when it comes to the world over here, I don't think if someone kind of has those more hardcore views, they should kind of get castrated for it. Like for me, like I said, I'm a little bit more right down the middle. I got a little bit everywhere. So I can kind of call it as I see it.
It's not even about being right-wing. It's about being like, hey, I want my country to have borders and shit. Maybe we should enforce the laws that we have. Crazy, isn't it?
If you will. Because if I see this stuff, and I'm kind of seeing like some kind of hate comments, and kind of like almost more meaner comments, we're like, it's like if someone just exists, Or like you have like a cute thing of like, here's a billboard I saw. Does that mean that you should go and have like 20 comments and basically being this person's a grifter, a horrible person, whatever? I've seen this with other content creators, and I feel like that's a really bad tendency that the VTubing sphere should not allow.
At least he's just being
like I'm seeing people calling people like Nazis.
It seems like it, but it's just like he just seems to have no clue what the actual arena is like, unfortunately. Mildly OCD, thank you. We're at a point where leftists believe that Zionism is a white supremacist ideology. That's how insane they are. There was a tweet that I retweeted earlier from Jason Osborne, the guy running for Speaker of the House in New Hampshire. And he was talking about communism and how it's a massive threat. And a lot of the comments were like, oh, you're against communists. You must be a Zionist. And it's like, what the fuck is going through these people's heads? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's like pedos everywhere. And I'm like, is there actual proof of this? Like, I'm stepping into the VTubing sphere and I'm like, this is very toxic everywhere.
No, this is just the content creation sphere, my guy. Again, I don't know how you've been here for so long and you don't get it. And the people calling me a pedophile aren't the same people calling me a Nazi Zionist. These are different people. There are different factions that will lie about you and attack you based on their lies. It's crazy.
Like, it's very nuts. Now, once again, I may not always agree with any of their takes. I don't really know their takes that much. But if they're all more right-leaning, I could probably have a list and be like, I can probably see why you would not like this,
thread,
this,
dude.
this.
It's so
doesn't mean
bad.
they're evil, doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they don't agree with you at the end of the day.
He's just releasing videos
as I also would
from
support someone on the left end saying if they
1993.
want to have their political views, they should. It's fine to go and say it. People may not always agree with you, but I think that should be fun on both ends, both spectrums. Let's see this red thread. Oh my Lord, have mercy. You know, okay, so is Kirsche a Nazi? Yes, obviously. Wait, what? Dude, what is this? What on earth is going on in the VTubing sphere? What have I missed? Like, am I going to regret making videos like this and looking into this? I hope not. She hasn't come out and said it explicitly, but she's more than willing to promote fascists, and she's openly xenophobic, racist, and transphobic. This is all blatantly there in her timeline.
It's xenophobic to not want people to come illegally to your country and exploit the welfare of your country, thus taking advantage of the tax-paying citizens. That's crazy xenophobia, chat.
To see. Evidently, it's necessary for
I feel like we need Kirsche to do a short debunking of the Reddit thread. I have. There's a video of me going through everything in here.
Compilation to exist. So I'm just going to go and post a load of information here that it's in totality. Should be fairly uncontrovertible proof, and it can be linked by anyone.
Schrodinger's Libad person, both a far-right Wignat and a BBC-loving Jew at the same time, depending on who you ask. I am literally what every fence-sitting person who wanted to become a YouTuber wanted to be. Right? Remember when all of the, like, fence-sitters were like, yes, I've pissed off both sides. That means I'm right. I'm literally everything they wanted to be, except they couldn't stop sucking the left's cock. They weren't actually centrist. They were just lying about it. When she says Xenosaga sweep, she means xenophobia is peak. Just waiting for someone to use that, man.
Who needs to quickly demonstrate that Kirsche is seriously bigoted to the point of functionally being a neo-Nazi without needing to have write it all out from scratch. Large of these sources are being linked. We're also linked by this Vice article.
Yeah, the Vice article, that one of them, I see indeed 3 of them, and they all got taken down. Vice did not want to fight it in court. They agreed with the premise that they probably would lose in court.
Yes, I know that there's mixed feelings about this article, but things are Kirsche have actually said. This article doesn't even exist anymore. Dude, like, what are you?
This dude was in my channel during the saga. You put a message in my chat. But yeah, it's not found because I paid a lawyer to go after them.
What do you mean? Wait, this is crazy. A large number of the sources are linked or also linked in this Vice article. This article's not even there anymore. Why is this thread still up if that's not even up there?
Because even after contacting the Reddit mods and saying that the thread was full of inaccuracies and misrepresentations, and also linking the Vice article that I see indeed with a lawyer and had Vice take down, they refused to take down this page on Reddit. So this has been like a thorn in my side from like fucking leftist Redditors that want to promote misinformation to people.
Once it's realized that most trans activists are genophilic males, this might be too above my pay grade. I don't even know what
I think this is too above your pay grade, buddy.
that word means. I'm going to be fully honest with you guys. And this is my maybe hot take base in this one, dude. If someone's trans, I don't mind. If you're cool with me, like I'm cool with you. I really don't care.
This guy's like 20 years below where the current conversation is.
All the power-hungry threats and graphic. Wait, what? First reporting Asmund Gilver saying every trans is actually a victim of a parent.
He doesn't even click on the link. He doesn't even address the fact that it's most trans activists. He doesn't know what autogynephilia was, and he doesn't know what I'm responding to, which is a pin saying to like fucking kill cis people. Holy shit.
Mental illness. Like, I can definitely see why someone's trans would not maybe want to see these takes, but first weighing on the Worcestershire MA City Council voting. I don't even know where Worcester is. I don't know what Michigan?
Massachusetts. Is this guy not an American? I'll forgive him for not knowing like American places if he's not American. I don't know where the fuck he's from. Yo, Worcester, literally streaming from the 90s. He's like that fun song, the like, what is it? It's like running in the 90s, but instead of streaming from the 90s. Massa huge tits. Bro is sounding more and more Canadian. I hope he's not Canadian. I'll pray for him.
I don't know. This goes a little bit more on the hotter takes too as well. Desiring for ice.
Well, how is that a hot take that I don't want a sanctuary city? Do you know what a sanctuary city is? They refuse to work with ICE to deport illegals and criminals. Why would you want someone illegally in your country staying here? They should have come legally in the first place. Is this what Worcestershire sauce is made? No, I think that's from Worcestershire in England. Considering you're an over 100-year-old National Socialist, of course you're all theists and phobes, Jesus. You're not trying to be mean, but you just can't fathom the thought process of knowing so little about something. You struggle to parse information this much, but still think you should do nearly an hour-long video anyway. Yeah. Yeah, a little confounding, but again, since I couldn't look at my billboard, this video and the Rev video are the only two videos I have on the current salt. So I was like, let's get some information. A Slendy Enderman, thank you. Wash your sister. That's a different word.
Deep Lawrence. Kirsche celebrating Hitler's birthday month. Okay, that was a little crow. I gotta look at this one. What is this?
He even took down his browser like he's actually expecting me to have been celebrating Hitler's fucking birthday. That's crazy. This Reddit thread is so horrible.
What is this? Never checked out this subreddit before, but typical hypocrite with double standards wants to paint me as a from my April Discord name. I change it monthly being... Oh, is this just like stupid, like Xbox humor, dude?
Yeah,
people have had crazy usernames like this.
Like, this guy knows absolutely nothing about me or anything I've been into, and he looks at the name for like half a second, and he's like, "Oh, this is just some fucking Xbox edgy joke." These are the kind of people I have to correct lies from. He is like 20 towers smarter than anyone who's tried to attack me. Bless this guy. I wish he would get more right, but fucking bless him for being sentient. Holy shit. Finally, he saw one piece of reality and noticed a lie, right? Holy shit.
Years. With like the cigarettes and everything?
Yes! I have the cigarettes in my fucking Discord name! Holy shit!
Okay, I'm gonna try to defend this a little bit. Maybe it's just a different era. Maybe people don't find it funny. I don't necessarily find it funny per se. But have you guys ever looked on like League of Legends, Dota, CSGO,
All of these people say that I praise Anders Breivik because from his point of view, he was a commie-killing nationalist. And so I called him that to foil the fact that I renamed my character after I was told I had to change my name because it was offensive. Right? I named a Smurf Anders Breivik in a MOBA. MOBAs are like the most toxic genre of video game. And I renamed it Umkanto ve Sizwe. And to foil Umkanto ve Sizwe, I said he considered himself, like, right, he's a nationalist commie killer because Umkanto ve Sizwe was Nelson Mandela's militia arm of communist black nationalists who murdered political opponents. And that name was fine. But to foil the fact that they were communist black nationalists, I called Anders Breivik what he thought of himself, a nationalist commie killer. To be fair, you need to have a high IQ to understand Rick and Kirsche, all right? Like...
Xbox 360 era. Bro, I saw some crazy usernames. Now, I'm not gonna like be like, hey, like if you don't like it, that's totally fine if this is not something you approve of, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be like...
Holy rabbit hole, Batman. How convoluted is that naming? That's just how I fucking roll. Have you seen my convoluted names in my fucking Discord? That's just what I do.
Once again, try to side someone on you to be like, hey, dude, if you don't like her, if you don't agree with her political takes, that is fine. If you don't like her because of that, that's fine. Like,
yeah.
Who cares? Like,
yeah, if you don't like joking about Hitler, you can be like, that's a tasteless joke, I don't like it. But to try and cancel me over it is fucking insanity.
That's just world. I mean, people I don't like their own political takes, whatever. But like, this person just has like a random VTuber signboard, and then people are like posting crazy pages over here about like this.
Wait till he hears about how last year people on Reddit tried organizing, brigading the literal city council of Lowell, that I had to call them and talk to them about my billboard. And they were just like, yeah, we have been getting some calls about this, but like, there's nothing obscene on it. There's nothing hateful on it. Everything there is protected by the First Amendment. So like, we're not going to take it down. And I was like, thank fuck, because that's obnoxious that I had to waste your time with like weird infighting online over cartoon anime women. I was like, the city councilors were probably like, what the fuck is going on? What is this?
Serious discussion of like her bigotry or whatever. So yeah, these are definitely takes. I can see why some people out here, you know, ICE was a very polarizing subject. If you maybe more.
If people don't know what Lawrence Mass is, I could understand them immediately being like, holy shit, that's crazy that you said I should sweep an entire city. Lawrence Mass has been a no-go zone because it is held by Hispanic gangs for years. Since I was a child, I was told that this is a no-go zone. Do not go to Lawrence Mass. Don't go there. Are you white? Are you a woman? Don't go to fucking Lawrence, is what I've been drilled into my head. Even by the people who are hardcore enough to have been able to fight back. They're like, yeah, don't fucking go there, dude. Lawrence Mass was where I witnessed my first, I don't know if it was a murder, I don't know if it was like manslaughter, but I witnessed the first person dying to a gunshot wound, and I couldn't leave the house for the rest of the fucking day, because it was outside where I was. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was a dumb fuck teenager who didn't listen to my parents, right? The mayor of Lawrence doesn't speak fucking English. The mayor of Lawrence put Dominican Republic flags on the 4th of July celebration that's completely in Spanish. It's a fucking crazy town, bro. And you're only gonna know that if you live near it. So like, again, I can understand if people have a snap, whoa, that's crazy to say. But then if you look up the town, you're like, oh, she got a point, actually. Dak, thank you. Heading to see family in the States to celebrate the 4th and bring some good old maple whiskey. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds great. The mayor literally needs a translator. He cannot speak English. He cannot speak English. This is a no-go town in the middle of Massachusetts. That's crazy not to say. You have to turn around. You can't ask questions at the mall. You think a tornado is very close? Please be fine. Please do not get fucking tornadoed at the site of a shooting already. What was I doing in Lawrence, Mass? The boyfriend I had at the time got kicked out of his house because he had anger issues, and the only place that he could afford to rent that I found him was in Lawrence. He was Jewish. It was okay. The fuck do you mean the mayor can't speak English in America? That's what Lawrence is. The mayor can't speak English? Yeah, the mayor, I've covered it on stream before. The mayor of Lawrence literally cannot speak English. Boy, you know how to pick him, an angry Jew. Yeah, he was the physically abusive boyfriend I had. That was unfortunate. You know, if I wasn't a dumb teenager, the first red flag would have been that he was 23 and I was 17. That's a red flag, all right? You know, as a teenager, you think that's cool because, oh, they think you're so mature. That's not cool. Don't do that. No, it wasn't the millionaire. He was very poor. He was very poor. Get Law and Order, nerd. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I didn't realize at the time, and then I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Damn, I was 6 years younger and finding him a house. I also found him a car. You know? You're 17 years and 364 days old. A poor Jew. Jesus, you really suck at picking them. I think it was probably because he was disowned, you know? Oh, you got a great red flag for men in chat. If a girl ever says, you remind me of my father, run the fuck away. Which mall? I don't remember the mall, but it was in Michigan. The shooting was in Michigan earlier today. You were just healing that man as a teen? Man, what a woman! Yet I shouldn't have been, because he was way older. He shouldn't have been dating me. That, again, should have been a red flag. And if my parents knew, well, my mom probably wouldn't have cared, but my dad would have been angry. And my dad was very angry when he saw bruises on me later on. And he was like, yeah, we're calling the police. We're going to get your shit back, and you're never seeing this guy again. And that's when that guy started making threats that he was going to kill my father. And my dad was like, yeah, fucking bet. And so he went to the cops, and we just went to his house. Oh, God. A Jewish man denied his cunny. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Your dad would have correctly called the law. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Damn, sorry you went through that. I mean, it's fine. It sucked at the time, much like a lot of other things during my childhood and teenage years, but it's in the past. I've been able to get through trauma, so, you know. Holy shit, Kier Dad's hardcore. My dad does not fuck around when it comes to me. So like I said, if he had known any of this shit prior to seeing bruises on me, he would have absolutely put his fucking foot down. It takes a lot for a Jewish mom to disown her son. She not only disowned him, she kicked him out of the fucking house. And, like, he would try begging her for money because he couldn't live anywhere, right? And all he had, other than his mom, who kicked him out and didn't want to deal with anymore, was teenage me, right? And I wasn't exactly fucking swimming in money either. Kid's lucky my dad actually called the cops. Yeah, you know, I'd say so. He did fuck around, but just once. The anxiety-riddled fox makes more sense now. I have been lied to by so many people that I should have been able to trust, so yeah. Yeah. It's why I have this, like, autistic need for, like, truthfulness. I cannot stand fucking liars. But we're getting too fucking sidetracked. Back to the video.
Or left-leaning, a lot of people are very opposed to that. I can understand why you would not like that. I do, completely. 100%. But, like, if you're seeing a page like, okay, you're asking me for money, kill the ads for
Vice
two,
doesn't deserve money.
Not even there, buddy. You don't even have the content we were looking for. I remember this guy memeing around, but I kind of
Spicy cat raid.
I can't remember all of the details. Sibby PNG, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I can't remember all the details about this anymore, but it was like, this guy just got fed up with all these activists blocking traffic, and they had caused, like, millions of dollars in economic losses because of all of their, like, blocking the road protests. That's about all I can remember. And everybody focuses in on, like, oh, she's okay with the violence. And it's like, no, sometimes reasonable men must do unreasonable things. I literally called what he did unreasonable because the law wasn't taking care of the protesters, blocking everyone from getting to work. He shouldn't have had to do this. He shouldn't have done it, but he did. He was a reasonable man, pushed to the brink, and did an unreasonable thing. They blocked traffic for a week? Yeah. Yeah, it's insanity. It is insanity. Psycho, thank you. I just want to give you a hug like everyone else. I'm not trying to pity bait. I understand it. I understand. Some people, when I talk about, like, my younger years, they're just like, holy shit, Kirsche, how are you alive? And it's like, you know, I'm very stubborn. Girugamesh, thank you. The man who hates people playing in the road. Right, exactly. I've made the joke before. You guys know I'm a real woman because I actually failed at killing myself. God hates taxes, thank you. Who can truly be a match for your dad? He had to deal with your mom for a bit. Very fucking true. Very fucking true, dude.
Don't remember the context.
That's dark. Yeah, you know, you have to laugh at dark things, otherwise
Hitler,
it's sad.
because it's his birthday month is such a wild thing to say, wow, saving this for easy receipts when someone goes, but Kirsche isn't a Nazi again.
The only reason I know when Hitler's birthday is because everyone makes the weed jokes about it. Haha, isn't that funny that 420 Blaze It Candy Ass is the same day as Hitler's birthday? That's the only reason I know that. You could literally call me a pothead instead. I'm not a pothead, I just take Gumbies occasionally. But that would make more sense than thinking I praise fucking Hitler, dude. These people are insane.
Oh, wait, did they actually? Let me full on read the whole thing. A joke isn't funny when I have deconstructed for the midwits, but it's a double standard of am I a bad person for making a Hitler joke when it comes to condemning. He also makes Hitler jokes the most annoying. These people have...
See, he breezes past that, but the screenshots here and what I'm saying is that the people saying that I'm praising Hitler and I'm a Hitler fangirl for making a sexy bunny girl Hitler joke with my Discord name are quite literally making Hitler jokes in that thread, calling me a literal Nazi for making a Hitler joke. They do not have any kind of standards besides double. They don't actually care that I made a Hitler joke because they're making Hitler jokes. They care because they dislike me and they want to make it acceptable for people to attack me.
No standards and do not care about reality, just defeating perceived enemies they have created in their head. I also never really my tweets condemning the doxing of Stone Toss. I feel like there is so much lore.
There is so much lore. I was just about to say, I've never deleted my tweets condemning the doxing of Stone Toss because I've been ardently against doxing for literally ever. Every time I defend Kiwi Farms, which I have tabs for that today, I always mention I'm against doxing and I hate what Josh has let the website turn into. I defended them years ago when they were attacked needlessly by people claiming it was a harassment website, and a lot of the summer friends who have come to the website have been trying to turn it into exactly that. You don't want to A-log the cows, you want the milk to come naturally, that you're supposed to watch, like a zoo. It's not a petting zoo, it's a regular zoo. Don't go into the monkey cage. Hey, Kirsche is back. I'm back. There's also been a ton of people, like, in my replies being like, hey, Kirsche, how come you deleted so many tweets about Shadman? I didn't. I haven't deleted a single tweet about Shadman. And I'm not going to. I have no reason to. I've explained that situation as, like, beating a horse to death. There's no reason to delete those tweets. And I hate deleting tweets. There's very few tweets I've deleted.
Don't know. Maybe this is one of those videos I shouldn't have made, but we'll go and whatever, we ball, we'll upload it. Dude. What
He's so self-aware. I like this guy.
The lore for some of these VTubers, dude. It's like, what is going on? Like, this is where the video just kind of turned into a whole full-on 360 over here, because, like I said, sometimes it's like I've seen people do these crazy jokes, like dark humor, edgier humor.
Yeah.
Is that my humor? No. But have I seen it throughout the years on Xbox?
And it's fine. You can dislike my humor. You can think my jokes are bad taste. You can say that's not for me. But when normal people say that's not for me, they leave it alone. They're like, I'm just not going to watch that. I'm not going to consume it. I'm not going to interact with it. To these people, it's like they did something or said something I don't like. I need to ruin their entire life.
Reddit, dude, yes, it's all over the place. Is that my usual denomination of humor? Not really, no.
Him being self-aware is refreshing. The bar is in hell. True.
Politics, not really. I don't think this Kirsche person is going to probably be my Oshi, sadly enough. Maybe it's the quest of this YouTube account to find my Oshi. But like, I'm one of those people, I think they should be allowed to go and speak and say what they need to. If it's like, if it's political content that they do, there's going to be political comments. When it comes to, you know, say the UK as these past few months especially, you are going to have takes that people are going to disagree with.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a world, as much as we don't really want
and to point out how little these people can handle any kind of disagreement, that VTuber Lala tweeted out, fuck ICE. Rev responded to her publicly. She responded to him. She then locked replies, which you never do. If you talk any kind of politics or any kind of drama on Twitter, you know locking your replies is the signal for, I'm fresh meat, come attack me! I can't handle any kind of people saying things other than what I believe. And so she got, like, mercilessly dredged, I would say rightfully so, because she said fuck ICE without understanding anything that's fucking going on, right? But Rev got dropped from a sponsor for responding to her publicly saying fuck ICE. And ever since then, that sponsor cannot post anywhere without getting inundated about how they support harassment and will cut people just having public conversations. Insanity.
have these, like, maybe more extremist views, if you will. But in the world, people are going to make comments. People are going to disagree with you. And I think that's a harsh reality that I don't really think I should be the bearer to say this, because then I get hate or comments to be like, oh, you love this Kirsche person or whatever. I don't know this person. But there is this weird take of people online where, like, if you say something or you do stuff that they just do not agree with, they will scorn you for the rest of your life. And I think that's kind of the commentary I've been kind of making on this one. Like, yeah, this is maybe a little not the best when people are making crazy Reddit threads of you being a neo-Nazi or something, but then that's kind of what you do. You make fun of it and be like, ha ha ha, sexy bunny girl Hitler, or 20XXX.
Yes.
Like, dude, like one of my old Xbox gamer tags was a war moose, bro. Like, I don't even know what that even means. Or if you guys remember the old school Xbox gamer tags, it was like XX big sniper, bro, let's go. That was more of a wiener comment, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if you guys would live in the Xbox 360 era back in the day, the internet was a wild, wild west.
It was. It was more fun.
I think people should always be doing, don't get me wrong. But, like, that's just the way of the lens. Some people have different humors, different vibes. It kind of seems like everything I'm seeing, although these are some bigger things. Kirsche asserting that women artists have an inferior worth that. Dude, if this video wasn't already 34 minutes long.
This is me crashing out when I realize that every single artist that has never delivered when I paid them, and I've been waiting for years for some of this, has been a woman. This isn't me saying all women artists are shit. I've worked with female artists who are great. I repeatedly say every illustration artist I've ever worked with has been fucking wonderful. I love the illustration artists I've worked with. This has literally just been about model artists for VTuber models, and then realizing, oh fuck, every single one I've complained about has been a woman. Haha, that's funny, isn't it? Yeah, 6 years! 6 years! GTA 6 is gonna come out before I have a finished model, fuck! I guess your lived experience doesn't mean shit anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't, because again, they want to twist it into something that I'm not saying to make me into something that I'm not. You think, Cha-Cha?
Oh, this is the bin person. Wait, this person was really bad. This person literally tried to go and like dox and her.
At least he knows that Bint is not a reliable source. Fucking bless this guy. Holy shit.
Harass people and like made them want like this. Wasn't this the person who quite literally wanted to go and like destroy Doki Bird when she was depressed and was like,
yes, he wanted to destroy Doki Bird, and then he made hundreds of thousands of tweets specifically about me to try and get my life ruined. All he does is harass women. It's crazy.
Wait, dude, they're linking Bint of all people. I think I even made a video on this guy. This guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
This person literally is like evil. This person's mean, in my opinion. Kirsche only believes that female artists are worse than male artists and have an inferior worth ethic. Her hatred for trans women aside, she's not a woman's ally at all. She has contempt for all women.
He's unironically doing she has internalized misogyny. What a fucking quack.
I will say most women artists I do know are very hardworking. I give a lot of respect towards them.
You don't need to lie.
Wait, why can't I even hear this? I want to hear this.
How does he know the Doki Bird lore but is ignorant of all the other stuff? I don't know. It's making me question him quite a bit though. How would you know about the Doki Bird stuff? And how were you in my chat during my cancellation, but you don't remember any of it? It was quite literally the biggest thing that happened in the VTuber sphere in like ages. Like the fact that I got a win over Vice of all things? Insanity.
This is the second most viewed short on our channel, by the way, not hard to find. Audio is apparently not working. Yeah, thank you. The subtitles here tell everything she's saying, but in case you... Let's see. This video isn't available. Dude, everything's gone everywhere. I'm trying to do some gossip. Everything's gone.
Also, he said it's the second most viewed short on my channel. I haven't deleted anything from my channel, so how is this not available anymore? I have not deleted anything from my channel, so I don't know why this link doesn't work. Maybe they're just so inept they can't even link videos correctly. No idea. You found me from the Artcast collab, and it took you like 6 months to realize I hated devs, so some guys can be blind, you included. That's fucking crazy. But I mean, I don't talk about that because it's like I don't want to talk about that individual, so I just don't. I just don't. I wanna live my life far away from those kinds of people, so I just don't invoke their names.
I'll go and say most women artists are pretty hardworking. I think actually most.
I don't know if I would say most artists in general. Again, considering the personal experiences that I have had, which we gonna go ahead and say that like my lived experiences don't matter here. Also, my mod said the YouTube short is not deleted; it's right here, so I can just play the short for you. I can just play that. Single artist I have praised for having work ethic and for being a good artist and for delivering on time, or even if they couldn't, for being communicative, has been a man. And every single artist I've ever had an issue with who can't deliver on time and has no work ethic is a woman. Oh no. Oh no, dude, I'm becoming more misogynistic. Oh no! Not like this! Damn, Kirsche, such a pick me! I can't help it! I didn't notice until just now! Fuck! Artist. you can tell that I'm like, oh fuck, here's a realization. Oh fuck, that's kind of funny. Oh no, not another joke. Oh no. Women made you misogynistic. It's a revelation moment. It was just like, holy fuck, brother. And so I've had great woman art. The artist that Cha-Cha got me in touch with, that's a fucking lady. She's been great. She finished faster than anyone. Faster than anyone I've ever commissioned before. She's fucking nuts, dude. Like, I'm gonna give praise where praise is due, obviously. Autistic retards don't understand jokes. It's me! I'm the autistic retard!
Artists I've ever interacted with are usually women. I've actually interacted with a lot more artist women. I wish I could see this. Wait, they're retweeting someone who has Hitler's Nuremberg speeches? Wait, are you...
I didn't know what the books were! The swastika on the eagle talons was like a dick hair large. I was retweeting en masse pictures of my plushies that had gotten shipped out to people. And one of them happened to be a femboy who apparently liked both Nazi and commie literature. I had no fucking clue. I was just like, cute fucking sleeves and shoes, dude. Thanks for buying my plush. And then everyone's like, oh my god, Kirsche retweeted a Nazi. That means she's a Nazi. Oh my god, one of her fans is a Nazi. She's a Nazi. And I was like, I don't want to delete it because if I delete it, they're going to just claim that I'm deleting it to hide evidence that I'm a Nazi. And lo and behold, when I deleted it, that's exactly what fucking happened. Oh, much shock, many M. Night Shyamalan-ams. You have to zoom in and hunt for the symbol. I linked it to my Mythic manager at the time. And I was like, what's wrong with this photo? And he had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. And I was like, apparently there's a swastika on one of those books. And he's like, what? He had to hunt to find it. Tiny swastika, 2 pixel by 2 pixel wide. Fucking get her. Yeah, exactly.
Kidding me? Now at this point, I'm just going down the deep rabbit hole because what on earth is this? I like your sleeves, gloves, and boots. The tweet, everything's unavailable, dude.
Yeah, but to people who are lying about me, they don't need the evidence. They just need what the Reddit thread says. The Reddit thread says Kirsche bad, thus Kirsche is bad without any context or without any kind of anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all lies.
Everything is deleted unavailable. Okay. We can't even see this stuff. Anyway. Compilation that's just a bit of everything, including anti-Semitism, imager album with screenshots. What is up with this? The sad thing about trying to hype up Attack on Kirsche is that she's not hiding it, not suddenly being exposed. Take the recent example of Cinder. She did her sabotage and backbiting openly and transparently. She would have a few friends and smaller audience, but she would also have a harder to be canceled because everyone would shrug and say she's always been like that. That's why we blocked her years ago. Normally we get an outrage when a safe space streamer gets outed for alt-right views on their personal account. An alt-right streamer with alt-right tweets in their main sub-account is just consistency. Yeah,
the reason that, like, when someone gets outed as a left-wing VTuber, like hardcore left-wing, right? Everybody gets upset is because that VTuber's views typically mean they want people in their audience dead. Whereas when someone's like, oh, they're right-wing, it's like, hey, I would like to have borders in my country. I think that if you come here illegally, you should be kicked out. You shouldn't be given benefits. I think maybe we shouldn't do medical experimentation on kids. Wow, that's crazy. Grifter and alt-right mean the same thing. Person I don't like. Mr. Toast, thank you. Cha-Cha's artist sounds like she understands that a good way to promote yourself, be quick and do quality work. Shocking, she's a good businesswoman. I was just like, one of the woman artists that I had talked to like years ago, I saw them like reopen commissions and take other people's commissions and finish those commissions while mine was already like 1.5 years, 2 years behind. And I was like, hey, if you don't want to do my commission, that's fine. Please just let me know. Please just let me know so I can like get somebody else to do it. And they're like, no, I want to do it. And then they just never did it. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Bantam Sartorius, thank you. Jesus Christ, they've been calling Kirsche every name under the sun for years. At this point, it's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. God, they're so pathetic. Happy July 4th, everyone. Oh my god, it's tiresome, bro. Is Cha-Cha base? Cha-Cha's fucking base, bro. She lied. No way she was doing it. Yeah, when I had an industry 3D modeler in the Discord, who also disappeared, and it was a guy this time. Equal opportunity sexism. He just ended up disappearing, but before he disappeared, he recreated what that artist did in like 10 minutes. And he was like, yeah, bro, she's just been lying to you. She's done jack shit. I was like, fuck! Blue Mew, thank you. Sorry we donuted so much. We crashed your PC under the sheer weight. Your penises were too much schmeat for my stream to handle. Master of Mundus, thank you. Just got off work. Here's to the Findom Friday stream. Jesus Christ. The furry's got Cloud Chaser. If he ever comes back, I'm gonna need the story of what happened to that guy. Holy shit.
Kind of. Like, in all honesty. I'm kind of going through this and watching this all. I'm like, this is... It just seems like that's just their political views. Now, you don't have to agree with it in all cases, but it's crazy that someone out here kind of got bullied to have a whole entire sign
that is crazy.
Removed from it all. Now, you may not like her. It's totally okay if you don't. I don't know her. I'm not defending her. But I do kind of feel like this is a weird standard that's kind of set up in the VTubing sphere that we don't really usually see too much in other stuff. I mean, I guess maybe if you look at like an Awk tweet or, you know, the other various VTubers. I guess everyone hates everyone anyway. I guess maybe it is kind of normal.
Your opponents can't even archive shit
maybe
properly.
The whole moral of this video is everyone just hates everyone on Twitter.
I love when they started using the timestamps that my mods do for my stream to try and like clip chimp things out of context for their purview. I was like, bro, you can't even look through shit yourself anymore. This is crazy. Sorry I got gifted so hard it crashed my stream.
Don't agree with you. But nonetheless, it is a little bit of a weird thing in the VTubing sphere. That it
it's
seems
all
like
of
although
content
people
creation, my guy, not just VTubing.
It seemed like her community found this tweet and thought this was cool, and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Or look at like the Phillian doing her own billboard up there in Japan. But for some odd reason, it seems like the VTubing sphere, they're going to call you out. If they don't like you, they're making Reddit threads, Google Docies, if you will, guns ablazing. Now, like I said, if you're going to be a little bit more on the right-leaning side, I do think there's a lot of left-leaning VTubers, maybe even more in that sphere, and it's kind of pushing you against it. Which is why I try to save in my own content.
There are far more left-leaning VTubers and a lot of left-leaning VTubers that pretend to be right-wing because it can, like, grifting that has been successful for YouTubers of years past. That's just how it is. That's why grifter is the most slung thing, because they're so used to YouTubers lying about having any kind of right-wing opinion that they just assume anyone who has a right-wing opinion is a grifter. That no one could possibly be honest about having any kind of right-of-center opinions. It's crazy. Battleizer, thank you. The number of Cha-Cha fans and goodwill created from her throwing that model artist at Foxu cannot be understated. It cannot. It cannot. She came in fucking clutch, and I will forever thank Cha-Cha for that. She's been so fucking wonderful. I just need her to fucking grab Fillion by the ear and drag her back. Wastelander, thank you. You see, after dinner, we're still talking about this guy. We're almost done. We've almost gotten to the end of his video.
Try to see a little bit of both. Now, for the fence-sitting aspect, although it is a little bit fence-city, more on the idea that, like, I don't care. If someone's in the wrong in a drama situation, I will go and talk about it. And if you're right-leaning and you did something wrong, I'll say you did something wrong. If you're left-leaning and you did something wrong, I'm going to say you're something wrong. There is a lot of extra politics involved in the VTubing sphere, more than you'd usually expect. At least more than I usually would ever expect online. Because I feel like if you look at a lot of, like, the Shrouds or other bigger content creators, Lyric, whoever, they usually do try to stray away from these.
Someone in chat earlier said that this guy made his brand after leeching off of Lyric. I don't know anything about him, but I think that's really funny that someone in chat mentioned that, and then one of the big YouTubers he mentioned was Lyric. I'm putting my tinfoil on.
It's more sensitive topics, if you will. I don't know why I'm talking about, but why not? It's intriguing to go and see that. Like I said, they had this cute little, I don't know, billboard. And they quite literally had to apologize to go and say, sorry for the controversy. And like I said earlier on, this person quite literally has she, they. You could probably tell that their values are not the same as Kirsche. So she maybe was like, ooh, I maybe don't really necessarily like this VTuber for whatever reason.
Didn't he make a joke about how people would see that earlier, but it doesn't actually mean anything? But now he's saying it does mean something, and you could probably guess what their values are by the fact that they have that in their bio. Why so fence city, eh?
For it out there, but it is a little bit strange that people are trying to go and call them out and try to cancel this Kirsche woman, or at least just trying to make her seem like evil. Maybe she is in your mind, but at the end of the day, like I said, politics are
I am the face of evil.
hard one. It's like the hard truth of the world. There are going to be people who disagree with you. There are going to be people who have values that are different from you, have different upbringings, different life, and that's why the world's both great and also scary. Great on the fact because it lets us go and appreciate all these different types of cultures and people. But it also gets scary because there are other aspects of that all where if you kind of allow those things to freely reign and freely go anywhere, it can kind of completely change the concept. Maybe like for one of the things they're stating about maybe like mass immigration or like the delusion of people's culture. Like once again, we kind of saw that in Japan. And these are very serious issues. If you have millions upon millions of illegal immigrants, not that like I don't support immigrants. I do think especially if someone is a legal immigrant, yes, like come to America, have a great life. And I also understand the circumstances too, where some people are almost kind of forced into it. Like it's a very caveat situation.
Forced into it?
But
is that about human trafficking?
There is also a somewhat valid conversation if you can do it and do it properly and I don't want to say wholesomely, but respectfully, that immigration issues are always very, very big deals. And you have to make sure that you're protecting your actual citizens, yes. But also, it's kind of hard to counterbalance that too as well if you have other things involved. Like, I'm trying to be very tasteful, is how I said this. So yes, people maybe out there can maybe not necessarily agree with that or like that, or maybe don't even, maybe they say them more than
listen to homie walk on eggshells. My eyes, they're rolling so hard.
Maybe you're someone from Mexico, you have a legal and or maybe actual proper immigrated family, and your perspectives may completely change. Maybe you hate ICE because of that. Maybe you've had family hurt by ICE, racially profiled. So that's like the prerogative that people have. Or as well as some other people, maybe there's someone who is like maybe an illegal immigrant and they did something really horrible for them, like stuff that's happened in the UK. It really is a lot. It's a very...
Like stuff that's happened in the UK. You mean like stuff that happened after my chimped clip where people were trying to say I believe in the quote-unquote great replacement theory when I'm actually just talking about what Keir Starmer was saying? And then people just started getting slaughtered in the streets after that. Is that what you mean by the stuff that's happening in the UK? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Wastelander, thank you. Dr. Doom, Kirsche, I am the doom of all mankind. Doom! It's like Invaders
convoluted situation, and politics always will be like that. I didn't really actually expect this video to kind of like defend this person so much, but it's going to be one of those things that people will disagree with you. But it's more about how you respond and how you act with people disagreeing with you. And if you could actually give proper discussions and comments, I guess that's fine. Sure, like that's what you should do. If you can hold on a proper discussion. But it is a little bit scary if people don't fully agree with you or not fitting the mold in the whole VTubing sphere, that it seems like people want to go and cancel you, destroy you, and get rid of you at all. That's why sometimes I think I almost protect a little bit more of these right-leaning folks, because I see this. Like, I see the injustice.
I mean, once again, it's like, yeah, you see it maybe more in VTubing if you're involved in VTubing, but it's a content creation problem on the whole. As Asmongold gets attacked frequently, he just has fuck you money, and I've taken a page from his book. Monetize your fucking haters, bro.
Who's more on the neutral end. And like at the end of the day, a lot of those people have been very nice to me, probably because I'm defending them on videos. Haha, that's a joke. I've never really interacted with the Kirsche woman, but it's
never interacted with the Kirsche woman. He definitely forgorbed. He forgorbed.
It's a weird vibe. It's weird that people are, I guess, willing to hate on people so much, but maybe they just disagree. I don't know. This is a little bit of a convoluted one, because
he's
if people
probably
don't agree with you, they're not
stoned.
going to like you, or if they think that.
I don't know how frequently he gets high.
The leftist side too as well. If they're like, hey, this person doesn't want me safe, my world safe, or whatever, at least in their mind and thought process.
To be fair, he said he was high in that one message. Yeah, but there were two. The one message that he was high was this year about pizza. The other message, he didn't say he was high, but he might have been.
That they don't feel like they'd be safe. They don't like that content. They don't want to promote it, endorse it. So I can understand why this Lottie person, definitely don't send any hate to them. Or maybe you want to backtrack.
Why would you attack
or
this
be like,
person?
hey, I don't really maybe like.
But also, it's not my audience. It's not my audience attacking them. It's the crazy people who want to lie about me who are attacking them. The great Kickapoo Ninja, thank you. You think his sense of tastefulness is coming from flavor of the wood from the fence that's so far up his butt?
Ever. But it is a little bit of a sad situation, because if there are people going to be blindly always saying this person's evil, bad, or whatever, all it takes is one person to ramp it up even more. And I do feel like I've seen this person in the comments of this Kirsche person.
That already happened! I had crazy people, and that's why I had to leave my apartment, man.
With that as well. So it's always, I think, fine to disagree with someone, or fine to not align with those people's views, or even maybe dislike someone due to their views. But you have to make sure you're doing it respectfully, properly, and as well at the same time, not making up statements or trying to go dox them, harass them, or hurt them, because that's going to happen in the world. People are going to disagree with you. And like I said, I don't really know this Kirsche's girl's takes, and some of the things, like, I don't even the artist thing. I think most artists I know are women. But I wish I could have saw the full context to see, and then it's kind of weird if people are posting out these contexts and it seems like everyone's deleted. Like, it's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird that there's a crazy Reddit thread. It's weird that there's hit pieces. Like, is this going to happen to me in the future? Because I just
probably
think that people should not be blindly harassed, I guess. Or maybe it's worse. Maybe there's things that I've never seen that I think could be a whole lot worse. But I'm pretty laid back, I would say, in the sense. I'd have to fully see it. I don't know. This is one of those videos I think I'm not the most aware of. And I probably shouldn't have yapped for 43 minutes on. I just don't like the idea that this
come with more receipts next time.
So crazy. And this will probably get a lot bigger throughout the day. Because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'll say hi to Kirsche. I will quickly go and say hi to Kirsche, and I'll go and see if she's cool enough.
Chat, be nice to him if he shows up in the chat.
Or see if their takes are like the biggest. I don't think they're going to be my Oshi, though. I need to find an Oshi. If you guys have any recommendations, please leave a comment down below. I had a few go and recommend me some. I had people, funny enough, recommend Powder. I've spoken to Powder a decent bit. I do like her, but...
Wait! He's sitting here, like, fence-sitting, disavowing me and saying Kirsche is not going to be my Oshi, but I like Powder. I like Powder. Powder says more inflammatory shit than I do. What the fuck is this guy talking about? What the fuck? What a retard. He's a fed. Yeah, Powder goes way harder. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to get my sponsors in trouble, all right? I try to be kind because they've been kind to me. Carlag, thank you for the full fucking year. He's glowing, get him. That's fucking crazy. I mean, obviously not denigrating Powder. She's fucking nuts. But, like, that's crazy coming from him. She's like, yeah, I like Powder. That's great. But Kirsche, I don't know about this woman. It seems dangerous.
Oshi out there. People said Leaflet, but I think that's just, you know, that same right-leaning end.
How the fuck does he know about Powder and Leaflet but doesn't know anything about me? This guy's lying about something. I'm not giving him benefit of the doubt anymore. My fucking content creator is lying. Sensors are tingling, bro.
If any of you guys actually ever have good recommendations, send me a tweet or send me a link or whatever. I don't really mind politics. Like, I'm not a hardcore righty-leaning guy. Like, I can discuss politics. I can read politics, yes. But, like, if there's any good Oshi streamers that you guys adore and love, let me know in the comments section.
He's cloud chasing.
But yeah, thank you guys all so much. Subscribe if you guys are new. Give me a hate thread. Please actually don't.
Oh, you'll get one eventually. Radio San Valentine, thank you. Just finished a 900-mile drive. Thanks for keeping you company on the way. Happy Freedom Day. That's a far fucking drive. I'm glad you survived it, man. Roads are scary nowadays. Roads are fucking scary. Let's see what the comments are like on this thing. Holy shit. This went political. Sorry if there's a way darker, deep past that I missed. My bad. Having an opinion in the VTuber world is scary, apparently. I can see why if it's not something you align with, or if it's something personal to you and you disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't think it should lead to doxing and harassing hardcore. Just crazy a billboard sparked this and led me to looking at this all. What the fuck? Most of the sources of the Reddit thread are either made up, clipped out of context, mostly from Bint, who legit got of posting about her multiple times a day. Don't have to like her opinions or politics, but don't need to make shit up if you can argue against her points. True. Her name is pronounced Kirsche. Check out her content. Watch a stream of hers. True. FYI, the billboard was funded by Kirsche's fans, the Honorable Chatters, and coordinated design by her head moderator. Wait, that's you! You're the head moderator! If you don't know about her, why did you make a video? True. Another ill-informed YouTuber talking about Kirsche. Well, he didn't call me evil. He didn't call me evil. To be fair, he had some self-awareness and he was very confused. But like, getting to the end of the video, I was already like, chat, let's not just assume this guy's lying out the gate, all right? I have a bad memory. Maybe he has a bad memory. After him having been in my chat and having followed me since 2023, and then him saying like, she's not going to be my Oshi, but I like Powder and Leaflet. There's no way you know about those two and you have no idea of anything to do with me. There's just no way. There's just no way. That's like trying to claim you don't know who fucking Hassan is. What the fuck? He seems to glow. Yeah, something ain't right with that. Battleizer, thank you. Man just gave the equivalent of nah, I'll pass on hitting that blunt. It's too strong for me. Instead, I'll hit the 2 milligram Gumby. Jesus fucking Christ. She gets harassed by the left and a trans VTuber, and she's the evil one that gets doxxed, death threats, and had to flee her house and live in a bunker. Yep. Well, I mean, I called it a bunker, right? I was gonna describe the place I was living in, plus the bunker was fun to say. Yep. By the way, over 9,000 was an ancient meme, so over 9,000 browser tabs is referencing this meme from my days of entering the internet. He's correct, but also I really do have that many tabs. You're fine, man. I think Kirsche's fine. Like Asmon, she just doesn't hide her thoughts, so you don't have to agree with all of her takes. True. Sanity. A bit of a question. Like 10 months ago, you had a video on Yara. How the fuck did you miss Kirsche? That happened May last year, and Yara was in that as well. That is kind of confounding as well. If he had a video on Yara 10 months ago, the only reason fucking Klaus is known at all is because of his harassment campaign against me, which then got Asmongold to defend me and then megaphone to everyone how disgusting Klaus is as an individual. So it's like, how? There's a little too many coinky dinks lining up here. He's been to my chat. He was in my chat during my cancellation campaign. He's made a video on Yara. He knows who Leaflet and Powder are. Some meth ain't meth in chat. This guy's lying simple as. One of the main things to like about Kirsche is that she always keeps politics to her own streams. Unless Fillion says, dance, political monkey! Do something political for me! She's always going out of her way to say, if you bring up shit in a streamer's chat that doesn't want to be in all of this, you'll get banned. Yeah. Whenever we raid a non-political streamer, I say, chat, be normal men. Be normal men. The Great War would be an accurate thing to call the Vice situation. Initially, she wanted to keep things quiet, but she was put in a position where she had to fight back and threatened legal action against Vice because they scrounged together an article, 3 articles, that cited Bint and other mentally unhinged Twitter folks to paint her as a Nazi, which they do to mark someone as an acceptable target for violence rather than as an assessment of ideological position. True. True and fucking real. True and fucking real. I really like her, but it's pretty much exactly as you said. Too edgy and too right-leaning for some people. Has opinions that some people hate, and they're willing to go scorched earth for whatever reason. Yeah, people be crazy. Had to stop at 7 minutes. You can't take the time to watch one stream to get her name right, much less read the damn billboard to see who paid for it. Low-effort hack. To be fair, I poked fun at him for that as well, but there were far more holes in his knowledge than just that. Taking at a personal dig and throwing away everything he has to say because of that. I mean, I did give him props for his, like, self-awareness at the minimum, you know? All this happened over a smear piece on Vealer they shut down a while ago, unfortunately. 504EB, thank you for the kick bits. You didn't even hear him mention the war-criming woodland critter. Do we still have to be nice to him? Yes, chat. Yes, chat. I don't know who this Kirsche VTuber is, but Kirsche's pretty badass. Grifter's the wrong term used because a reasonable person would be able to tell that she didn't have prior left-wing views to betray for money. But I do know that she hates the label Nazi, so Grifter's kind of fitting? Fucking what? That makes no sense. She doesn't like one label that is incorrectly attributed to her, so let's attribute the other incorrect label to her instead. Yeah, that doesn't make fucking sense. That doesn't make fucking sense. Kirsche's been waiting for a model for 6 years because of woman artists. Kirsche always said she respects people who dislike her and are honest about why. Hey, I even said that today. That's crazy. Reddit is not the source of information you want unless it's tech advice. I mean, even tech advice, I don't know, man. A lot of the hate for Kirsche is because they don't like the fact she exposes the hypocrisy. They've called her every name under the bus and it bounces off because she's had to deal with actual real-life examples of those things. True! Every time someone has ran a hate campaign against her, they've been forced to walk it back because she practices fuck around, find out, and they hate it. That's some true shit. Grift me harder. Yeah? Sorry, dude, I cannot take you seriously when you can't even do the minimal amount of research it takes to pronounce someone's name correctly. I barely correct anyone for pronouncing my name wrong. That's fine. It's funny to me when it happens. Kirsche always been a right-leaning figure in the VTubing world. When I saw the thumbnail and title, I was almost expecting, oh no, she's been a grifter all along! But nope, she's exactly like the image people made out of her. Now they can't call her a grifter. Oh, the left is in shambles with other favorite insult. Luckily, there's still the funny 4-letter German word. True! True! She is extreme right-wing and hangs out with Asmongold and Tectone. That automatically makes her bad. Once again, Asmongold is like the most popular streamer in the world. That's crazy that anyone associated with Asmongold. Like, I don't even hang out with him physically. Like, we've made jabs at each other. Like, we banter, right? But it's not like we've actively done anything together. So that's crazy. That's insanity. Akir wishes she hung out with Asmon, my husbando. Where the hangout spot at? V-tweeter detected. Oh, you're so fucking right. You're so fucking right. But let's see if Rev's video has any more context for, like, the billboard shit. Because that's I was hoping to read salt mines of the billboard stuff. Is it bad that you found Kirsche through Fashizi and Skybrow's videos? I don't think so. Skybrow's makes some fucking nice-ass videos. I don't remember if I've watched Fashizi videos before or not. You want to see a docuseries on Kirsche where they Benedict Cumberbatch her name differently? Yes! Rev says, I love my wife. So I found this and I watched the intro. And I thought it was funny how he was thanking me for making so much content for him. But let's actually watch the full thing. His is shorter.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here.
Hey, what's up,
At this
guys?
point, I owe a lot of debt to Kirsche for producing non-stop content relating to her. Where in the VTubing scene, the usual suspects are constantly seething and biting her ankles for the hopes of attention and validation from their peers, complaining about how problematic she is while not being able to articulate a single reason as to why. So as always, Munya, glory to the fox woman, all that sort of stuff. But we're going to be looking at two different situations. The first one involving a small VTuber essentially bullied into submission for simply posting about Kirsche, not even expressing support, just posting about her. And in the second situation, a very stunning and brave individual is going to explain why Kirsche, myself, and my girlfriend are such awful, irredeemable people. And of course, their sources are because I said so.
How is
So
Rev
let's jump
hiding
right
his
into that
girlfriend
first
from
situation.
Straub?
This is the sort of follow-up post after everything happened. This
What?
VTuber Lottie saying, "These past few days have been difficult. I just wanted to share something unexpected I encountered on my travels." Well, this is the now deleted post from...
That's insanity. They even made another post about how, like, the past few days have been difficult because they've been inundated with, like, fucking hate from crazy leftists. What the fuck? I mean, again, if they didn't hit the, like, ooh, I disavow, Kirsche seems like a bad person, I would have wanted to reach out to this person and, like, offer apologies and see what I could do to maybe help them. Because I don't want people getting attacked because they post a fucking billboard of me. That's insanity. You should recognize that's insanity.
This small VTuber right here, it says, "I was driving and saw this VTuber billboard." Of course, it features Kirsche. Seems very innocuous, right? You're a VTuber and you're driving around town and you see a giant billboard featuring someone like Kirsche.
And again, it's very obvious they had no idea who I was because they posted an image from my website that's linked on the billboard, by the way, on the billboard. So they very obviously had no idea who I was and just thought, oh, VTuber billboard, that's pretty fucking cool. And they still got attacked for it by crazy fucking leftist people. Evil Dr. Catfish, thank you. Honestly, you just appreciate me putting together the actual documentation and information about Bridge and the DEI stuff. Thank you. It was really rough getting everything sourced in that article, and I very much thank KB for helping me a lot with it. It probably would have taken so much longer to get out if KB did not help. So blessed be the KB, as it were.
Pretty cool moment, something you want to share. Now, this is nothing new. A lot of VTubers have ended up on billboards like Kirsche, and doing so causes immense levels of seething among the usual suspects, who are out in full force in the replies of this now deleted tweet, saying, "Oh boy, not this grifter. Yeah, she's a bigot grifter, Lottie.
Look at all these V-tweeters. Look at them.
Oh, it's the bigot. I wouldn't pay her any mind." Now, this meme is evergreen. They keep using that phrase, grifter, like they have any idea what it actually means. Grifter means someone who is sharing beliefs for monetary gain that they themselves don't actually believe. They can never prove why people like Kirsche or myself are grifters, despite calling us that all the time. In fact, our sort of ideology and what we cover and what we do is the exact opposite of grifting. It threatens our sponsorships and opportunities.
It does. People who don't care about the sponsorships, though, it has been a phenomenon that has happened. YouTubers have completely flipped when they've done, like, more right-leaning content. And you've seen people like iDubbbz get that whole trolls remorse is a fucking thing for a reason. It's not even technically political, but because the left is so anti-joke, anti-freedom, it becomes political, and thus trolls remorse, to completely turn your back on an audience that got you to a point of where you were in the first place. And I think that is, like, the most egregious thing. Is, like, you can learn more about situations and you can change your opinions on them. But if you start being like, yeah, fuck my old audience, fuck those guys, fuck everything they thought was fun that I did for content, that content is shit, I disavow my old content, right? Like, when you get to that kind of point, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, you would be a literal fucking who if it weren't for that audience, and now you're going to throw all of them under the bus, and you're going to pull up the ladder behind you for any other YouTubers that might want to do edgy joke content? The fuck is wrong with you?
Is because we speak our minds without worrying about whether or not it's going to appease companies and what have you. This is the worst examples of grifters you could ever come up with. It doesn't even make sense on its face.
Yeah.
But you can see more comments like this user saying, oh, hey, it's the right-wing grift VTuber who said ICE wasn't doing enough when they offed Americans and hangs out with Asmongold and Tectone.
Why are there so many people saying that I hang out with Asmongold and Tectone? Well, I like, with Tectone, it could at least make sense, right? I've done, like, streams with him. I've mentioned, like, possibly going down to Texas to hang out with, like, people that I know down there. Tectone would be one of them. But it's like, where does this come from that so many people are repeating it? Like, Asmongold and Tectone and I are just going down to the corner store every weekend with each other. What the fuck is happening? The husbando effect. It's the yogurt effect. And it's just like, who said ICE wasn't doing enough when they killed Americans? Hey, here's why you can't hit me with your car. How about that? If they don't want to get shot, maybe they should try not running someone over. I don't like that someone got shot. It's a lawful shoot, but it's an unfortunate one. That this lady was so fucking crazy, she thought she could try to run over ICE officers with her car and nothing would happen. I even lamented the fact that fucking crazy Terry, they're just glowies, you run them over with your car. That used to be funny, not an instruction manual. What the fuck? They really want Kirsche and Asmon to be married. Even my aunties want us to be married.
A full-grown adults follow policing people and also just espouting more nonsense.
Wait a minute. I just realized this guy also has VTuber manager in his name. Yeah, don't trust that. Don't trust a random VTuber manager, right? You want to see who they're managing and how successful both they and the people they're managing are. If you're an indie VTuber, you're not going to need a manager for a very long fucking time. And so when someone who has like 30 CCVs, like, this is my VTuber manager, it's like, yeah, that's your boyfriend, buddy. That's your fucking boy. Shondo quote, evergreen. VTuber groomer, yeah. Somebody who has no social media presence and nothing to show that they've accomplished with any other social media person, and the people, if they have them linked in their bio that they're currently managing, if those people aren't in like the thousands of viewership, why would you ever want them as a manager? That's a VTuber groomer, buddy.
About Kirsche, and you look at their account, I mean, why are you following me, right? Wouldn't that make you bad by your own standard? But you can see they're a VTuber manager slash...
No, clearly he's following you because as a VTuber manager, he uses you as an example of what not to do, right? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to make a lot of money? Here's Rev Says Desu, a very successful VTuber who makes a lot of money. Don't be like him. And you too can be a successful VTuber.
Odd. Here's a word of advice for VTubers out there. 99% of these VTuber managers are complete scams, right? Like, they have no positive advice that's actually going to be worth any sort of price or investment you give in them. And here's a great example. This guy who's supposed to be a VTuber manager is going off and slandering and seething about other VTubers. Probably the worst thing you could do, especially as someone trying to gain traction towards legitimate career success, not getting validation from other VTubers on Twitter by complaining about problematic ones. Actual, tangible, long-term success as a content creator. This is a terrible example.
Shy DMs, thank you. The silly thing is, I'm actually the most left-leaning of the quote-unquote right-wing VTubers. Aw, you sweet summer child. I'm glad that hiding my power level is so efficient.
Of that. But here's another reply from this user saying, she's unfortunately a right-wing grifter, hella transphobic and racist from what I've seen. Well, I'm sure everything you see comes off as transphobic and racist because these people live in a truly diabolical existence where everything is constantly an existential threat to them. And I tried to look into this account, and this was their page, and I'm just like, whoa.
What in the fucking 2015 Tumblr am I looking at? What in the shouldn't have had unrestricted access to GeoCities is fucking this? What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. We're just missing some obnoxious song playing in the background. Jesus Christ. I saw someone in chat saying Kirsche suppressing her mana. It's me. I'm Freerin. Welcome.
Like, bright colors. So much dopamine in your face. I learned absolutely nothing and decided this is more than enough. I don't need to look any further.
This makes me unironically think of the Pretty Princess Point images. I fucking loved those things. I don't know if anyone remembers what I'm talking about at this point in time, but there was the Good Boy Points meme that people even tried getting into Wikipedia back in the day. And from the Good Boy Points meme, the Pretty Princess Points, which is why my Discord server is named the Pretty Princess Slumber Party, by the way. They made a whole bunch of images of, like, the female equivalent of the Good Boy Point, like, neat guy. And it's, like, dirty, disgusting room with, like, foul underwear everywhere, tons of clothes strewn everywhere, like, non-emptied cat litter boxes, bottles of, like, piss and soda next to each other. Just, like, the very stereotypical, like, neat, disgusting gamer girl. And now you know the lore behind my Discord server's name.
Further. But here's another string of replies to the original post. This person saying, ain't she that weirdo anti-woke grifter?
Why did they put anti-woke in special brackets? Are they doing the same thing that, like, the super far-right people did to the Jews, where they had, like, the like, parentheses surrounding Jewish people? Are they gonna make, like, brackets surrounding people who they think are Nazis?
And then Lottie says, I don't know who she is. I haven't been in the VTuber community for a year now. So, right off the bat, there's no such thing as the VTuber community. At best, there's a VTubing scene, but there's no hive mind community. The thing you should always focus on is your community. That's all that matters. Yes. Build your own community. That's the best route you can go. Stop trying to appease all the VTubers around you. They're going to give you horrible advice. They're going to distract you from making content.
At the end of the day, people like this are just pissed they were too socially awkward to be a bully in middle school, and now that they've found a group with matching social skills, they want to make up for lost time.
True and fucking real. It's like, again, that's why they get so angry when you use the cancel culture tactics that they prioritize against them. They don't think you should have the ability to do anything to defend yourself. It should just be a free-for-all. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Thank you, Toast Engineer. And thank you, Internet Zen Master. Not gonna lie, Kirsche, you're pretty sure that Nux hangs out with Techie more than I do at this point. He does! Also, the profile on screen as you're going, what in the late 2000s Gaia Online are you looking at? I could see Gaia as well. I could see Gaia. I wanted to respond to something Rev was saying, but I forgot what he said, so let me replay the last, like, 10 seconds.
That's all that matters. Build your own community. That's the best route you can go. Stop trying to appease all the VTubers around you. They're going to give you horrible advice. They're going to distract.
Most people will give you horrible advice because they don't want you to succeed. Fucking very, very fun, very ice-cold take. Most creators who will try to give you advice, unless they're doing, like, a specific advice video, which sometimes is helpful, most of these people, especially in a one-on-one, will not give you good advice because you are competition. Why would they want to give good advice to their competition? I have had people literally scream over the fact of, Kirsche's stealing our audience, Kirsche's stealing our viewers, that's not okay, we have to take Kirsche down a notch. And it's like, well, I'm not stealing shit because no one owns their fucking audience, bro. That's insane. Easy snatch. Karlak, thank you for those 5 gift subby bubbies, my guy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. When you first tried to get involved in VTubing, no one would give you any advice, recommendations, or anything. It was so isolating and it felt closed off. I had one person, I think her name was like Ayumi. She was like the One-chan VTuber. She's retired now, but she was like one of the only people to give me advice back in the day, and it was like actual decent advice. And so like I will always remember people like that who have been kind to me. The elites don't want you to know this, but you can have multiple streams open in separate tabs. Fucking crazy, right?
Distract you from making content. That's the worst focus you can have. But someone clarified in the replies saying, she's like center right and more politically outspoken than most VTubers. That's about it, really. The rest is just a fun time with video games, reading articles, regard noises, and pterodactyl screeching. Come watch if you like. Stay for the things you enjoy.
Yeah, be
now,
authentic.
unfortunately, that Lottie individual would be bullied into submission. They would be led astray here, where they would quote themselves and delete this as well, saying, when I posted the billboard photo, I wasn't aware of the controversy involving the VTuber. I shared it because I happened to see it in public. Not a statement of support. I've learned since more about the situation, and I absolutely do not support anyone that
Literal
spreads hate.
insanity,
now, of course,
man.
they've been led astray here. They can't even cite as to why Kirsche is so hateful and spreading so much hate. But you can see the sort of mentality here. Person just posts an observation, completely neutral, gets bombarded with real hate. It's not Kirsche, it's not the fans, it's these other VTubers this person is so concerned about.
I'm not gonna lie though, she's giving you good advertisement. I was like, good advertisement aside, I don't think it's right that people would just post a picture not even knowing who I am, and then the lying VTweeter brigade like jumps on them and is like, oh no, Lottie, don't do this, that's a horrible person. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're insane. Richard Slammer, thank you. Good, you're back. I am.
Who are flinging hate at them for simply making the original post. And you
Also,
can
that's a good point. Motherfucking video gamer saying Kier doesn't spread hate, but if you post a random billboard and get harassed, I can understand wanting to get away as fast as possible. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The irony, bro. Big Hylio, thank you. Fun fact for the day, upside down pineapples are a sign for swingers, completely unrelated to Fox Lady's hat. I hate that fun fact because it's not fun. It is unfortunately a fact, though. When I was swimming the other day, I saw a lady who had a flamingo bathing suit on, and the guy she was with had pineapple swim shorts, and I was like, oh no. Oh, if only one of them had one of those swimsuits, I wouldn't have thought of anything, but because both of them have those swimsuits on, now I'm horrified.
see one reply here that's going to lead us into the next situation. This was on the previous post saying, ew.
Ew.
This is one of the most despised VTubers in this space. She's a right-wing extremist. And
I'm going to crawl in your chimney in the middle of the night and crawl up to the side of your bed and whisper in your ear, millions must be deported. Ooh!
blatant racist who uses her platform to crap on immigrants and attack others who don't fall in line with her politics. First of all, incredibly ironic saying people are being attacked for not falling in line. That's exactly what happened to this VTuber,
Yeah, I
right?
was gonna say that's exactly what you are doing! What do you mean? What do you mean? That's insanity!
By posting Kirsche, they were snapped back into position forcibly. But also, you can see just more and more whining and labels of extremism and racism with no source. But don't worry.
Don't worry.
This individual, this Ayumi person, this she-it, is going to clarify with...
Oh no, not another shit pronoun. No!
full proof that Kirsche is truly the evil person everyone claims. So they say this, Kirsche defenders, when they ask you for proof, she's a Nazi. Defender, she's not a Nazi, but her Nazi conspiracy theory is true, actually, and being a Trump fan doesn't make you a Nazi. Okay, Nazi. And you can see this interaction where basically they're just saying,
I still don't understand how these people are like, if you're a Trump supporter, you're a Nazi, considering the majority of people who see me still supporting Trump are like, you're just a Zionist puppet. You support Trump, you Zionist whore. It's like, what the fuck is happening? And then, like, you criticize Trump on one thing, and the other people are just like, oh, how could you criticize our king? What the fuck? What the hell? Sad to think that Kirsche would probably be the first one to help this person on the street before any of the pronoun brigade. True and fucking real. If you're in a country where over half the population voted for a Nazi, why are you still here? True. True. Oh, man, dude. Ryfile, thank you. You always see content creator advice as a shit test, and one should always do the opposite. Look into the actual entertainment industry. Yeah? Yeah, like, I've given some advice on the fly before, because it's just, like, it's so fucking hard to get, like, any kind of real answers from people. And the best advice, like, unfortunately, if you just want to, like, get in, make big money, get out, yeah, there's a lot of grifters that try doing that, and it works. It's unfortunate, and I hate it. I don't like people who lie. But if you actually want to be a content creator, you want to get in here, you want to make it a long-term thing, be authentic. Be authentic. And it sucks sometimes when you say, like, hey, I don't know about this, because people are going to attack you for not knowing. For some reason, a lot of people put content creators on a pedestal, and they're just like, you should just know everything. And if you don't, somehow that's bad. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're trying to give advice. Fun fact, these videos don't do nearly as well as the videos where you cover drama. Yeah, a lot of people like to know what's going on drama-wise. And, like, sometimes when it's relating to things that I care about, it's fun to cover. Otherwise, it's just like, damn, man, it'd be more depressing to constantly cover drama than, like, actual real-world politics. Dominor, thank you. Every day that goes by, increase the hate you hold for commie scum. They don't even care for the working class. I mean, they don't. The working class is, like, the first ones who are gonna get eliminated. You're gonna become extra poor like everybody else. Ryfile, thank you. Always see a content creator. I read that already, thank you. Omega Ridley, thank you. Let's go. You'll be an ordained deacon, chanter, in your Coptic Orthodox Church this Sunday, July 5th. Also, happy early 4th of July, Kirsche and honorable chatters. Thank you. Like, big fucking huge. Big huge. Congratulations on your ordainship. A Wastelander, thank you. You're a mean one, Mr. Cringe. Yo, man, it's me, Mr. Cringe, the 400-pound black man. What's up? Fence sitters are traitors viewed negative since not having a stance means they're as bad as their ops. I don't mind, like, normal fence sitters, but when you start fence sitting about, like, hey, this person has openly stated they want people on the other side of the political aisle to die, like, you can't really fence sit on that, you know? That's kind of fucking weird. That's kind of fucking strange. Based MFK, thank you. Happy almost 4th. You're military. I've been your whole life and haven't wanted to do anything else. Thanks for speaking up for your values and for the country. I'm playing Digimon games. Moinya! Yes, Digimon games. The best. Thank you. And thank you for your service, Mr. Military Man. Hell yeah. Prof Neko, thank you. Anime recommendation, Angel Beats. Fun to watch it. Will make you laugh and cry. Isn't that a hentai? Is it, am I crazy? Isn't that a hentai? No, it isn't. No, but it's super sad. No, that's Angel Blade. Oh, okay, thank you, hentai connoisseur. I was gonna say, there was definitely a hentai with, like, women in, like, angel suits, and they turned into, like, their magical girl alter ego to fight evil via anal sex or something. I was like... No, it's made by the same people as Clannad. Oh, okay. I was like, this is like someone telling me to watch Bible Black, eh? Angel Blade was so based. That's Beat Angel Escalator. Thank you, Azehara. Jesus Christ. Gee, yeah, I watched that, like, in high school or some shit. Jesus. You're crazy for... Why am I crazy for thinking that? It's common knowledge that people will super chat a streamer and be like, hey, have you seen my favorite anime, Boku no Pico? Right, like, that's just normal, all right? What the fuck have you been watching? Need title for research. It's what Azehara said, Beat Angel Escalator. That's probably why I was confused, because this guy said what, just Beat Angel? Angel Beats. Yeah, Angel Beats, apparently not hentai. Beat Angel Escalator. Hentai. Mod giver Goku no Piccolo. Oh my god. I know. Beat Angel Escalator and Angel Blade both included. Jesus Christ. BC Wolfe, thank you. Commie supporters forget that when the commies say they'll seize the means of production, people are also part of the means of production and the will to seize you too. I can't wait for the forceful sterilization of people in New York City. Yay! Defter Tuna, thank you. Take a bit more dollary dues. You can push your beach camping trip back a half hour to make up for it. Happy early birthday, Kirsche. Thank you. Happy 4th of July. Guardian Dark Angel, thank you for the 6 months. Headed to the Foxboard. Do you have to go through evil Mexico to get there? Coming from the north. Is evil Mexico Boston? Accidentally looked up the corn versions of popular shows and movies. Oh no. Hey Kirsche, have you ever heard of a website called Queen Snake? This is a funky guy. Shadow, thank you for the 7 months, my guy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Fun fact, the artist of Angel Blade is currently working on the fighting game Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
If you're disputing my claim, you are a Nazi.
What?
It's a bold strategy, and we see this all the time.
Let's see if it works out for him, Cotton.
Everyone I don't like is a Nazi is really just the Twitter and blue sky mentality. But this is really the logic that we're dealing with here. This person says, Ayumi is a Nazi proof. She's a Nazi. I say she's a Nazi. All the Nazi dog whistles only me and totally not Nazis can ever hear. You see, if you're regarded enough, everyone is a Nazi.
He's
yeah,
correct.
If you're going to claim someone
He's
is that
just
label
correct.
with no proof, just vibes, I mean, why not just do it back to them until they can prove otherwise, which, you know, proving a negative is a pretty tall task for
Use
anyone
their
to
own
do.
spells
But if they're
against
going
them.
to fling that around, I mean, how are they going to disprove this? They like to operate on no proof, just vibes. So that's unfortunately their logic. But then you can see some people disputing the claims where Ayumi says, correct, that's not the Great Replacement Theory.
Oh, so she agrees that I don't believe in the Great Replacement Theory. Good, thumbs up.
This user says the only difference is thinking it's the Jews instead of the UN. She doesn't think the Jews are doing it. Take your meds. And then Ayumi says, she literally does. And the other user says, she literally does not. And then the original poster says, she does. So
I don't think I have well enough of a grasp on the English language to explain just how fucking crazy these people are. Like, this is actual fucking insanity that I'm seeing here. I want, like, in my head, I'm wondering, is this Ayumi person, that, like, Yumi pill person? Because wasn't there someone named, like, Yumi pill that was outed for being, like, an actual fucking predator? Unironic, not for lolly shit?
it's literally like covering their ears and just going, la 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 la, Kirsche bad, la 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 la. I won't hear what you have to say. Literally, it's...
This is a different retard? It's not the same one? Okay. Alright. I mean, I guess Ayumi is a pretty popular name, but it's like... I was curious. Close but no cigar. Alright.
So childish and intellectually dishonest, but I mean, what do you expect from these individuals?
True.
And then the truth comes out, ladies and gentlemen. You can see this post saying, tell me you don't watch Kirsche's streams or content and just mindlessly regurgitate slanderous lies about someone you dislike because it gives you the good feels without telling us. And the Ayumi individual says, why would I ever watch a Kirsche stream? Oh. It's another person who's just like, yeah, I know a Nazi when I see one. I don't have to know anything about them or actually see their content. I just know it, okay? Trust me. But of course, this
Insanity.
individual has a little RDS too. The
Ooh.
KDS, not enough. They
Ooh.
have the Rev derangement syndrome as well, where apparently they ended up in one of my recent videos. I think they were like a 30-second cameo at one point, and that prompted a tweet on the 18th saying, made it in another Rev video. Hi Rev, you're literally a bottom feeder, living off the scraps of the VTuber community's drama, grifting...
I, for one, think it's weird to comment on someone's sex life like that. You don't know if he's out here eating his wife's ass.
to right-wing reactionary slop because the content wasn't flowing as fast as you'd hoped. Your girlfriend is a hypocrite with skeletons in her closet.
Ooh.
Wow, they're really mad. Besides the seething right here at the top, there's a lot of funny things going on here. I mean, number one, they go after my girlfriend, which is really weird. If you're seething so much about me, you're going after the person I'm with. At least get
Little
the lore
crazy.
right. We've been married almost 3 years, okay? Like, put some respect on wife's name.
True.
Okay? And also, this last part doesn't even make any sense. They say she's a hypocrite with skeletons in her closet.
They're probably talking about the fact that she used to do ASMR, which she's made many posts being like, yeah, you know, I did that for a while, and, you know, further on my journey, I started feeling uncomfortable about that kind of content, so I didn't want to do it anymore. That's fine. She didn't, like, denigrate her audience who enjoyed the ASMR that she did. She was just like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I just don't feel like that kind of content is what I want to do, and it makes me uncomfortable to do it. And I think that's perfectly fine. She's not shitting on people who enjoyed it. She's not saying, like, they're fucking weird or she hates her old audience. She's just like, I just don't want to do that. And that's perfectly fine.
And someone asks, what kind of skeletons? And can't people become better and change? And then they say she has objectively
Where are the skeletons?
How does someone have skeletons in their closet if they become worse? That doesn't
true.
even make any sense. Like, this is the level of logic we're dealing with here, ladies and gentlemen.
She took the skeletons out of the closet and posed them in the living room.
But this user would ask, enlighten me how she is worse. There was no answer. No proof,
Insanity,
just
bro.
vibes, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
like, if you had proof of something, just fucking say it. Like, what do you mean?
And well, it's what you expect. But you know what? Something's very wrong when you realize the pinned tweet of their account is...
The highlight of this person's life was Rev dunking on them for, like, 20 seconds. That is insanity. Imagine.
a clip where I was talking about one of their tweets defending Deme and crashing out, labeling everyone who is criticizing Deme as every ist and phobe they could think of. And I can think of nothing more pathetic than literally branding your accounts with me while claiming how irrelevant and awful I am. Like, clearly...
Like, imagine if this person was actually a content creator and not a V-tweeter, and they used, like, a soundbite of Rev making a joke about them so that they could get money off of it. Monetize your haters, and they can't even do that fucking correctly! Holy shit!
I take up enough headspace in your mind to make you want to clip when I talk about you and then pin it to your account, like literally a dunce cap for everyone to see. But they're not done. This, of course, was talking about them being in the video, and this person says, based. If you made Rev says dumbass upset, stay strong. First of all, that insult doesn't even work. If I'm saying it, that means I'd be saying it to someone else. What are you talking about? I mean, nice try, but in the replies,
Nice
they
try,
would
but
link
your
the
IQ is
video
too
clip
low to use that
again.
attack.
You know, of course, totally irrelevant, but like, hey, stranger on the internet, look at the thing. I was in the video. Look at this. I was in this totally irrelevant person's video. Please look. It's so hypocritical. But, of course, their derangement knows no bounds, ladies and gentlemen. In a completely irrelevant discussion, they call someone a random Rev simp.
What?
And that their opinion is completely irrelevant. And they're only a few months away from becoming a devout Christian. Okay.
What?
And filling their hard drive with military wear inspo.
This is, like, as insane as the people who talk about me as a Christian VTuber. I was like, I don't understand why I get called a Christian VTuber when I quite literally constantly talk about how I'm agnostic. Is it because I don't denigrate the Christians? Is it because I grew up Catholic? Is it because I think that having a Christian or Catholic baseline to raise your children is a good idea? I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. Your meds, schizo. They might not help, but take them anyway.
This user's reply is really all you can say. What? What are you even talking about? First of all, what do I have to do with anything in this conversation? Second of all, if these are the consequences here of, I guess, following my content, what are we even talking about? And then, overall, what are we even talking about?
Just a poor little cartoon woman wanting a monogamous relationship and maybe occasionally putting on a Hugo Boss suit, you know? It's just a sexual fantasy.
The whole thing is very strange, a very strange fan fiction. And then I found one more here talking about some situation. I have no idea, and I'll explain why. I don't know in a second. But they say,
Hail, Kirsche, mother of chuds, the Lord is with thee. Thank you. I am the chud mother. Come, my little chudlings. It is now safer to express your opinions.
Along with the post tagging Dragon's Tea and Hero Hey and Rev and other various content creators they want to grift through to,
What?
they won't delete it. And people will just believe it because
What?
the right is a bunch of gullible,
The fuck are they talking about?
idiots. And here's the original source. It
Which
comes
is
from
deleted.
a deleted post from a suspended account. I'm sure it was an absolute gem.
Why can none of these fucking freaks archive their shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, but that's really the situation. People
That's
have
me.
some real derangement syndrome on the internet, especially when it comes to me or Kirsche, or apparently my
The
wife
tea
as
company,
well.
an
And I thank
anime-themed
them
tea
for the
company
free
told
content.
me
It's
to
a never-ending
kill
stream of
myself.
content thanks to them. They can have their likes on Twitter. I'll have my videos, and I definitely take my side 100 times out of 100. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like. Consider subscribing.
True and real. Touch Rev, and maybe one day he will say Desu. It's like a Tickle Me Elmo. Cute Foxu. Humperdink Snugglefinger. That's a great fucking name. The left calls you Christian because to them, being Christian is just as bad as being a Nazi, which it obviously is not. Christian institutions pre-communist infiltration were extraordinarily important to the success of civilization. It's a little crazy. When will Gamersupps do tea? They did try to do tea. I don't think it went over very well, because I don't think they've had tea for a hot fucking minute. He did say Desu recently. Well, this has been kind of a crazy situation. This has been absolutely fucking wild. Somebody just saw my billboard and got insane hatred for it. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Video Gamer, thank you for the 555 motherfucking Dominoes deal, buddy, man. Thank you. Happy early Independence Day. Thank you for being a beacon of hope in this country. It might survive for another 250 years. Stay wonderful and stay yourself. Don't give in to the haters. Help. My haters mean shit when I got honorable chatters like you guys by my side. Hell yeah. Yeehaw. They have tea flavors and an AFK flavor. Do they still have the tea? Because I mean, they had like actual tea packets for tea, not like Kaho's guilty pleasure, but they had like actual tea for a while. Help! Oh my god. Help! Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, every hiccup was like jerking my stomach up into my throat. Keegs SK, thank you for that gift sub to the Dragon's Treasure. Thank you. Thank you. Fancy Papaya, thank you for the 6 months, my guy. Thank you. Vogan J, thank you for the member. Motherfucking Girugamesh, thank you. You're still waiting for Rev to say Desu one of these days. I hope he just like uploads a video on April Fools where he goes through like 1,000 D words and then doesn't say Desu. Cladex, thank you. Straub has gay skeletons in her closet. Oh no. Big Hylio, thank you. Does Straub know that Rev has a girlfriend? She's been demoted by the Twitter freaks. Bike Short Senpai, thank you. I just came into stream and the first thing you hear is, you don't know if he's eating his wife's ass. I'm going back to sleep. Good night. The Rainbones, mildly OCD, thank you. Leftist arguments always devolve into playground insults and nuh-uh, you're wrong. True. Major Spike, thank you. Are we dead ass at the R0, R2 level of discourse? We have been for a hot minute, unfortunately. Thanks, I hate it. Like, countering the lies these people tell is basically a full-time fucking job because they won't stop lying. And you have to keep exposing the truth so that normal people looking in don't believe the lies. A Dallas Gunslinger, buddy. Thank you for those 5 gift of blankets on kick. Thank you. Wastelander, thank you. Social media made y'all too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting popped in the face for it. Fucking love me some Mike Tyson, dude. It's an overtime job because it's like 30 liars to 1 truther. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That one Kirsche account, though, he fucking works overtime. I've seen that guy bring receipts that I haven't even seen before, and I'm like, holy shit. This guy is on his shit. He's like crack. They are, unfortunately, far more unemployed than us. Unfortunately for them. Advocate, thank you for the 6 months, my guy. Finally got a job after many months. I just got home, working at a butcher market. Anyone wants some meats? Oh, hell yeah. Love local butcher markets, man. Tofu, thank you. Wow, you can jork your stomach. That's impressive, Foxy Woman. It doesn't feel good. Massive Doge, thank you. Squeezes Rev plushie. Quit touching me, I won't say Desu. The tea is still on the GamerSupps website, but it's all sold out currently. I wonder if they're gonna bring it back, or if they've decided, like, tea wasn't that profitable. I have no idea. I haven't asked about it, because I also don't drink tea. Except for iced tea. I like Arnold Palmer's half and half, buddy. Let's fucking go. Wastelander, thank you. Had to edit that one 10 times. Fuck YouTube censors. Just use the Stream Elements link. It's free real estate. You have Twitch open on your phone and you're watching as you walk and you look like a psychopath laughing with a headset. Speaking of psychopaths laughing, we have another guy who immolated himself. Protesters set themselves on fire outside the United Nations building in New York City. How far we have come from, like, that original Tibetan monk that set himself on fire in, like, the 60s or whatever. And now we just get people doing it constantly. But apparently, this guy had the Tibetan flag. I got an article here. Tibetan man dies after setting himself on fire outside UN in New York, activists say. Exiled Tibetans say the man's self-immolation was an appeal for Tibetan independence from China. The Tibetan monks can't even set themselves on fire anymore without being, like, relegated to the left-wing lunatic side of things in American politics. Police in New York said a man has died from severe burns near the United Nations headquarters. An activist and a media outlet of exiled Tibetans identified him as a Tibetan who set himself on fire in an appeal for independence. A New York City Police Department spokesperson said police found the man badly burned after responding to an emergency call made at about 6:30 p.m. He was taken to Bellevue Hospital where he was pronounced dead, and police said, adding that they were still investigating the death. Police did not name the man and did not provide any potential motive for his action. Voice of Tibet, a media outlet of exiled Tibetans, said Tibetan activist Lobga Rangzen self-immolated outside the UN headquarters in New York after a live appeal for Tibetan independence and unity. He was an Uber driver and went to the scene with a Tibetan flag, local news site Am New York posted. Am Danny! The website quoted fellow Uber driver Lob saying, Paljor, how are there so many Lob names? What the fuck? As saying he knew Rangzen from gatherings in the Tibetan community. Paljor told the news website that Rangzen was enraged by the restrictions the Chinese government had placed on his countrymen. The US and the European Union have expressed concern about China's new ethnic unity law. That sounds spooky. I would never want to hear ethnic unity from a fucking communist dictatorship, bro. Which went into effect this week and gives Beijing the legal basis to take action against people outside its borders. The law creates a shared national identity among the country's 55 ethnic minority groups, including Tibetans and Uyghurs, some of whom chafe under Chinese governance. Tibetans around the world have opposed the law. Interesting. Ethnic what? Yeah, when a commie says it, it's kind of scary. Tibetans have previously committed acts of self-immolation in protest against Beijing's policies in Tibet and nearby regions with large Tibetan populations. China seized control of Tibet in 1950 in what it described as a peaceful liberation from feudalistic serfdom. You know what's insane? Feudalistic serfdom, you probably have more freedom than under a communistic government. That's fucking crazy. International human rights groups and exiles, however, have routinely condemned what they call China's oppressive rule in Tibetan areas. China rejects such assessments. I'm sure they do. Ethnic minority issues are highly sensitive in China, with Tibetans and other minorities put under heavy surveillance for any kind or any sign of alleged separatism. Beijing has exerted greater institutional control in Tibet since Xi Jinping became the country's president in 2012. Tencho Gyatso, president of the International Campaign for Tibet, described Rangzen as a tireless advocate for Tibet and said she was deeply saddened by his death. The International Campaign for Tibet says that there were more than 150 self-immolations by Tibetans between 2009 and 2022. According to its data, 10 self-immolations by Tibetans have occurred while people were in exile. I have a question. Like, I know the monks are supposed to be, like, peaceful, right? And so, like, self-immolation is probably one of the best ways a peaceful people has to supposedly protest. But, like, it's not actually true that your enemy wins when you kill them. it's actually you who wins if you kill your enemy. And if you kill yourself, your enemy actually wins. So I'm a little confused on how they think that 150 and climbing self-immolations will do anything besides get the Chinese government to say, oh, they're doing our job for us. Oh boy, the left is going to say the US must free Tibet and you're a heckin' Nazi or some other buzzword. I don't think the left cares about Tibet. I haven't heard anyone on the left say anything about Tibet. If we stopped buying Chinese junk, they would collapse into riots. It's so fucking hard to find, like, non-Chinese things. I have to, like, investigate websites when I find them. And I think I briefly mentioned before, like, there was like a wall sconce light that was really pretty that I liked, but I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This is a really pretty light. I like it. This is probably some fake Chinesium. And so I went to like the About Me section of the website and they were like, oh, we're a startup company based in this place in Wisconsin or Wyoming or whatever. And then I looked at another part of their website and they were like, we're based in California. And I was like, this is China. This has China written all fucking over it. They can't even decide where they started their company. This isn't real. Tibet was so 20 years ago in terms of leftist causes, you know? And then I might go, I might go a little bit over time, or maybe I should just talk about it on Sunday. I said I was going to talk about it today, but we're at fucking 8 p.m. already, and I have to get stuff ready for tomorrow. I am going to do a danger segment. Danger, Will Robinson. Where did the time go? Yeah, I don't know where the time went. I said I was going to cover it today, and I feel bad. Because I like being a fox of my word, as it were. But it's a lot of tabs that I'm not going to be able to give the time that they deserve in like 10 minutes. Yeah. But Sunday, and I will have my mods hold me to it. Make sure it's the first thing that I cover on Sunday, as it is very important. It is a very, very important thing to cover. And I don't want to have to rush through it just to fit it in because I said I would cover it on Friday. So many topics, so little time. Yeah. So this is an important topic, and it has to do with internet anonymity and how grotesque individuals are trying to make sure that you can't be anonymous online anymore. And I think that even if you detest the people that it's about, you will see value in the argument that I am making. YouTube doesn't like people bringing up Tibet because they don't want to piss off China. Yeah, fuck China. Agent Strawman, thank you. Overtime stream, let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. But I'll have my mods make sure to remind me to absolutely do it on Sunday. And I'm sorry. Sorry that I didn't get to it today. I really wanted to, and I did tell people that I would do it today, so I'm sorry about that. Wastelander, thank you. Chat donos. It went into our massive chat donos. Your massive schlongs kept me distracted. There was a solid 30 minutes of gifting and hyping. Yeah. When there's a hype thing like that, I feel really bad if I accidentally skip any of the messages. It's so hard to keep up. So talk about the actual evil. Yeah. More time with our favorite Foxu. Win-win. Yeah, let me see if I have, like, just any quick hits for the end of stream here. Oh, this one. This is a quick hit. No stream. That's true. There is no stream tomorrow. I am busy on the 4th of July, so no stream tomorrow. Will we be back on Sunday? We will be back on Sunday! And Sunday, I will open with my big, important, keep yourself anonymous online thing that I meant to go over today. My bad, but you won't want to miss that. You won't want to miss that on Sunday. I told my mods to remind me, so that will be the absolute first thing I cover on Sunday. No ifs, ands, or buts. Sphincter, thank you. Happy 4th of July to my Oshi. No fence sitting here. Sometimes I fence sit if I don't know enough information. Yamonya. Ryfile, thank you. Looking forward to the July 5th hangover stream. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Fahamid, thank you. 30 minutes of donos. No regrets. 30 minutes of donos, and then my PC fucking crashed. I don't know how long I was gone, but it was a chunk. You'll still question where the stream is at, as you do, honestly. This last quick hit here. Texas middle school teacher Hero rushes out naked with gun to stop a savage from attacking a 15-year-old girl. A brave teacher in Harris County, Texas heard screams late at night and spotted a thug beating a 15-year-old girl on the ground outside of his apartment, trying to rip her clothes off after following her from a bus stop. David Garza didn't hesitate. He grabbed his pistol, ran outside, pointed it at the predator, and ordered him to stop. The terrified girl screamed, "I'm 15, help me." Yeah, you're not gonna fucking square up with a psychopath who comes out naked with a gun, all right? That's horrifying. Ain't nobody gonna fight that guy. The attacker let go of her hair immediately and fled when he saw armed resistance. This is what real men do. They act, they don't just film. One good guy with a gun stopped a monster from destroying a child's life. Heroes like this teacher are out there protecting our communities when seconds count. Now let's get this out there everywhere and help police identify the attacker. True. I personally think it looks like this guy has boxers on, because it looks like part of his torso is blackened behind the blur. So I think he might have had boxers, but can you imagine just like the fear on a bad guy's face if a guy bursts out of his house, dick swinging, gun locked and loaded? That's horrifying. That's a real man right there. He's like, you put down that teenager! Not in my house, buddy! Please have boxers on. He's just got that much southern True, you know, he might be a Wookiee. Cocks out, Glocks out, boy, let's go! True and fucking real. The UK would arrest the guy with the gun and hunting down the PDF to apologize to him. Yeah, there was another thing in the UK that I had in tab somewhere where like there was some kind of like a beatdown on a guy and they arrested the victim and then they were like, actually we did nothing wrong. But we'll have to see if any development on that happens by Sunday as well, because I have no time. I'm out of touch. You're out of time. The guy that got punched, yeah. Kirsche needs indexes for her tab. Sometimes. We did nothing wrong. Also, stop sharing the evidence of the video. Yeah, right? Yeah, fucking right. Binary Mind, thank you again for reposting my billboard. If you would like to take a pilgrimage to the Foxu billboard, there's location information in my tweet. It is in Revere. And look for my replies. There's a user named Bives who gave some nice restaurant recommendations for if you make the pilgrimage. You'll probably be hungry, so make sure to patronize one of those places that he recommends. Nocturnal, thank you. You imagine the guy saying, you don't win shit in my yard. True. Been loving my content recently. You came from the YouTubes. Hey, thank you. I do stream on YouTube too, if you prefer watching on YouTube to Twitch. I stream on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and usually Twitter, but I didn't restart my Twitter stream after I crashed. Star Phoenix, thank you. What's scarier, the gun or clothing impaired man? I feel like if there's a armed man wearing no clothes, you don't fuck with that, all right? You know, you don't want to spar that fight. Like if you have to get into a fight, just take your clothes off. No one's gonna fight you, man. They're gonna be like, what kind of fucking freak takes off his pants? Who does that? I don't want to fight that. YouTube is gross, but only so many are on YouTube. You learned from Dark Souls that men in no armor have the highest skill level. Yeah, that means that man was not afraid to bare his precious family jewels in the face of violence. That's crazy. It's Texas, so you know he's sweaty. True. He's lubed up and ready to go. Ravenish, thank you for the czars. Enjoy the 250th celebration from South Africa. Side note, didn't anyone talk about our new Minister of Education? Muslims are being pushed in here too. That's crazy. What the heck? Oh god, his dick is bigger than the gun. God's goofiest guy. Thank you for the 6 months of subby buddies, my guy. Thank you. Right to bear arms and everything else. Sir, why are you disrobing for the fight? So the blood doesn't stain my clothes. Holy shit. I'm stroking it right now. I got lotion. Don't announce to the chat when you're stroking it. Do not be a meat in hand gamer. The right to bare ass. True and fucking real. All right, so super important topic. I will get to that Sunday. My mods have set reminders. I trust them. All right, let me reopen my other browser. Let me reopen my other browser here. The right to bare legs. You've got a full mag and my swinging cod. The right to third legs. True. Let me see whomst I can raid. I don't remember who I raided last time. Maybe my browser was closed last time and I didn't raid. I don't remember. John Beef stroking off. Don't. Phoenix DS, thank you. You got a Glock and an SBR ready to go. True. True. Cha-Cha sounds fun. Yeah, I might raid Cha-Cha. I just have to wait for my browser to exist. It doesn't like being opened during stream. You don't think I did raid last time? That makes sense. I'll have to reopen Digimon the next time we play it. Raid Cha-Cha? Yeah, we're gonna go raid into Cha-Cha as soon as my browser responds. You're stuck here with me until then, though, chat. You're stuck here. Oh my god. What a story. Yeah, that guy's fucking badass. I can only hope that one day my himbo can walk outside, dick swanging, to protect us from an intruder. Big sis Cha-Cha's the best, too. True and fucking real. Number 3. Brown lady. How delicious. You're stuck here. Don't threaten me with a good time. You can never leave. You're here forever. Don't forget. I need more guys like that. Finally! Alright, my fucking browser is alive. Let me find where my Twitch tabs are. I have to extend my browser like I'm buying gas station dick pills, dude. Cut this bitch across all 3 monitors. Oh, here's Twitch. I found it. I found it! Oh, I found it. Indians gang raping a monitor lizard. Everyone's favorite. Alright, let's go raid into Cha-Cha. She's playing more Mecha Chameleon. Does she actually unironically like this game? I said I would play Mecha Chameleon with her, because it's like, I'm fine playing streamer slop with, like, other people. I don't like the streamer slop, but I'll play it, because I like the people. And it's the people who make it fun, right? But it's like, does she unironically like that game? Is that like how people thought I didn't actually like Crime Boss? But it's like, no, man. I do like this game. I don't think it's shit like everyone else. Oh my god. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I almost typed raid in her chat. I almost typed raid in her chat like a fucking retard. Oh my god, I didn't even go to my ending screen. Chat! Chat, my brain is fucking cooked! It's like 102 degrees. I'm fucking dying. Alright, chat. Thank you guys for slanging so much giant schmeat at my head today. Very, very unexpected. You're actually fucking crazy. Happy 250th birthday, America! Fuck yeah! USA. USA. I'm gonna have a great day with my dad and some cooking out and some fireworks tomorrow. I hope you guys also have a wonderful fucking 4th of July. Even if you're not an American, be spiritually American tomorrow! Fuck yeah, buddy! And have a great rest of your night. I will see you on Sunday with some more fucking yapping. I got a serious topic to go over. I am very sorry I didn't get to it today. Please don't hate me. Thank you, Miss Gifter, for the 10 Miss Gift subs. Thank you! Thank you. Last minute squeaker in here. Wanted to make sure I felt it before I left. Thank you. No hype train incoming. Don't do that. We're leaving. Have a great rest of your night, my honorable chatters. I can't figure out how to raid because of the hype train. There we go. I did it. Have a great 4th of July. Bye, bye.